All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'm on a bit of a small car run. So today we're going to look at this 2021 Toyota Corolla. And the reason is because when I did the video on the new Honda Accord Sport, I looked at two 2023 models. Somebody said the Corolla is better looking. And this is a good example of a Corolla. And it's a very good looking car. I like the wheels. I like the front. The accents in the mirrors are a little small for me, but this is a compact car. But this is a sporty model, so this is an SE. I don't think this is the top trim, but I like the back of this car. You have the diffuser, you have the little dual exhaust there, so this isn't a bad looking vehicle, but it does not look as good as a Toyota or as the Honda Accord Sport. All right, and I checked, so this is the newest design, and I'm just gonna say this looks like a nice looking compact car, but it does not look like a small sedan like the Mazda 3, the Honda Civic, and the Volkswagen Jetta. So it's still doing the compact car because it's kind of tapered in the front and tapered in the back. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Toyota interiors, just to be honest, but we'll take a look. This is soft touch. This is soft touch. This is soft touch. You know, the door looks a little Teutonic. I like what they did with the little trim here. I wish they put a bit more of this blue stitching throughout. I like it in these seats. These seats look nice. They look comfortable. We'll go ahead and hop in here. Yeah, I mean, the doors close very solidly. They feel solid. It doesn't feel claustrophobic in this vehicle. We'll go ahead and do like a once around here. I like the design of the seats, and they are comfortable. They have a good balance of bolstering and comfort. But one complaint I do have is about this stack. You know, this looks cheap to me, even though I know it's not. Toyota puts quality things in their vehicles that last. This is just not a good look to me. Never has been. I do like the design of the dash. I wish this stitching was blue. This is soft touch. I wish this was like a shiny chrome colored accent instead of this kind of matte finish. But that's okay. I like the design of these vents. They feel quality. Ease of use is definitely here in this cabin. You have off, front defrost, rear defrost, heat, cool. You set by this button. You change the temperature with this, change the fan speed with that. So everything is straightforward. Your parking brake here is electronic, which, okay, I got to make another complaint. Having keyed entry and an electronic parking brake is backwards. I don't think you should have an electronic parking brake unless you have push button start. But that's just me. And Toyota's incorporated like their safety sense and stuff. And I guess, so it kind of feels odd that you have things like forward collision warning and lane departure, as you can see here, and you still have a keyed ignition. So not the biggest fan of that. These cup holders are well placed. You know, this interior doesn't feel super small. You know, it feels like it can seat four comfortably. You have charge ports in here. This is a 2021, so it does have incandescent lighting in here. I do like that you can cut on all lights with one button. I think that's very practical. I love that. I love that you have this extra shade here, even though it's not as wide or as tall as I'd like it to be. This is a good size mirror here. Again, this is a quality vehicle. I mean, I'm not gonna ride anyone or make fun of anyone for buying one of these. I mean, this is definitely a dope vehicle, but it's not as good looking as the Forte or the Honda Accord or Honda Civic Sport or the Volkswagen Jetta. Back here is pretty straightforward. These seats are comfortable, so you can definitely seat four back here very comfortably. It feels, you know, like it has a similar amount of space as any other vehicle does. Maybe a little bit less, but it doesn't feel like it's severely deficient in the space department is what I'll say. So you have your typical Toyota seats. They're kind of shaped. I don't even know how to describe the shape, but they're nice. These headrests are nice. They're kind of futuristic when they fold in. They look like this. The door is quality. I mean, this is hard touch. This is a compact vehicle, so you're not going to have a ton of soft touch in the door. This is soft touch. Again, love the blue stitching. I would love a metal accent right here, but that's okay. We don't have to have that. Yeah, I mean, the floor mats feel quality. So this is clearly Toyota quality. And these doors, the framing feels thicker than a normal compact car, which I love, because a lot of times in an effort to make doors lighter in these compact cars, they make the framing so thin and small that the doors don't feel solid. That's an issue in my Jetta, and I don't like that. I think the newest version kind of got rid of that, but yeah, I mean, the back of this car looks great. It just looks like a compact car. I would not say this is a small sedan. So it doesn't look as mature to me. But we'll go ahead and pop the trunk and the hood. I love that those are kind of easy to do. I love that the headlights have a button here. That's super practical. Again, you have lane departure, forward collision warning. These buttons are all very straightforward. Yeah, I love that cruise control is right here on the steering wheel and not in the stock. You actually have paddles on this thing, and they do feel solid. They're plastic, but, you know, there's really no need for that. I believe this car has a CVT transmission. And this cluster is very, very straightforward. It doesn't look cheap, though. You know, I love the font that they used and the layout with the numbers. So, very well done, Toyota. I'm glad they have an electronic parking brake. Again, this carpet feels good in this car, too. That's something that makes a difference. And one other thing I'll say is that this vehicle has a good amount of glass. I mean, this door has more glass than you'll typically see in a modern vehicle. So just pulling back, that is actually a lot of glass. So you can let in a lot of air when you're riding in this car because the windows are so huge. You know, all in all, I'm going to say this is a good looking compact car. This hood feels solid. You got your 4-banger here. Everything's within reach to change your spark plugs, change the battery, the air box is right there. All your fluids are accessible. You know, the engine dipstick is right there in the middle of your line of sight, so no surprise there with Toyota. We'll go ahead and take a look at the trunk. That is a solid steel hood. So this vehicle does have a 2-liter engine. It is not turbocharged, which is very, very responsible by Toyota. That's a good size engine for a car like this. And this is a very generously sized trunk. You do not have split folding seats in this vehicle. That may be a trim option or something like that, but this is a very good size trunk. I mean, this is pretty cavernous, actually. So yeah, all in all, Toyota Corolla is a solid vehicle, but not on par with the Jetta, Civic, or Forte in the looks department yet.